Alrighty, and that is the entity flying right over my head. That's the Ontario Police Department. That is directed light. You see those shadows? Those are enlarged shadows. This is supposedly the sun. That's supposedly sunlight. You have the shadows of trees appearing at a distance. Coming from where? I'm not quite sure. I guess the shadows of those trees appearing on the wall. You can see the shadows are moving. That's impossible light. This is engineered light. This is where the Ontario Police are using a helicopter, the blue and white helicopter, group stalking, impossible light inside of the museum. Securitas and the Ontario Museum of History and Art, they are on the grounds monitoring right now. That is grounds of federal prison, okay? But like I said, there is a superficial distinction I have for your own informational purposes and witnessing what is the breakdown of federal group stalking and monitoring, a group stalking system by the state of California that is in operation, the way that in which the ordinary target individual, any ordinary American citizen may document. But I have gone even above and beyond that, and the superficial distinction is that I'm going from one city to another, where in fact you're remaining subject to what is a criminal system of surveillance, where I remain inside of the Upland Public Library, for example, and if that was all that I had for the day, the license plates at that parking lot in Upland, California, that is sufficient, and they go to federal prison for what the Ontario Police Department are doing. It's the same exact pattern of conduct that is ceaselessly underway. But I have more than that. They are group stalking with the Upland Police Department. They are group stalking in concert with the Ontario Police Department. They are maintaining presence on behalf of that entity that is group stalking from city to city, if you will, okay? This is the same exact P.O.C. And that is impossible light activity, okay? And you're paying attention to the detail. You have the shadow of the columns, all right, that is now gradually disappearing. It would never appear under any circumstances whatsoever. And right now you have underneath there, which I captioned still images, the columns appearing under there. And at night when the entity is stalking by helicopter, the entity is aiming what is directed light, which is those columns are appearing enlarged in size on that wall. Impossible light, speaking to very specific trajectory. This is not sunlight, that's not the sun. The entity kept the fake sun over me today as of 9:35 in the morning, and as I exited, capturing the demon possession and the criminal conduct of the Upland Police at 6:41 p.m. This is not the sun that's then following me back to the same intersection. I've already established this P.O.C. That's directed light that the Ontario Police are group stalking in. That is speaking to their demon possession. That is impunity. And let me be clear, Elaine, a third party, the people of the state who are going to federal prison with the Ontario Police Department, that's the purpose. The entirety of that entity is going to serve justice, okay? They're going to serve what justice requires, excuse me. And that is why you're talking about all the ways in which the people of the state are going to be held accountable for the impunity that the Ontario Police, for the evidence that the Ontario Police are providing generously, okay? It is currently 7:18 p.m. This is P.O.C. I read tons of license plates already. I've been documenting for a very long time. You want to pay attention to the directed light just disappearing. It's not sunlight. This is the work of Satan. Okay, Satan is present. You're aware of that through the light conduct. Okay, this is P.O.C. It is currently 7:19 p.m.